Thank you, Honorable House Chair, Honorable Minister Ramola, Deputy Minister Jeffries, to the official minority present in the House today, on my right and on my left side to the official coalition, multi-party coalition government in awaiting on my left. Honorable Chair, let me share the slogan of the Freedom Front Plus with you today. It's the NPF van Wyk Lou slogan that says, justice, no freedom without justice. Geen vryheid sonder regverdigheid. Honorable House Chair, in the debate today, I wish to draw the attention on what the inevitable result is when the 5 programs of the Department of Justice and Constitutional Development failed to meet its constitutional mandate due to poor governance, not only because of the aftermath of the COVID-19 pandemic, but in fact also due to the devastating effect of poor governance, state capture, corruption that resulted in substantial budget cuts made in the 2022-23 financial year, limiting the capacity of the department to support and bring cases to court. When the supporting entities of the department, for example, the National Prosecuting Authority, the Special Investigating Unit, and the Judiciary fail, it results in what I'm about to share with the House today. Our courts are understaffed, overwhelmed. It is not uncommon to be awarded a hearing or a trial date, be present in court, ready to proceed with a trial, and on the day told that the trial cannot proceed as there are too few judges in courtrooms. It is not uncommon to sit in a court, ready to proceed with a trial, having obtained both the courtroom and the judge, and been told that the trial cannot proceed as there are too few or no interpreters available for a specific indigenous language. It is in fact very uncommon that a trial is scheduled for a specific date to proceed as planned or without any foreseen circumstances causing the postponement thereof. The courts are completely and desperately overburdened by paperwork and caseload, and files are misplaced and go missing on a daily basis. The courts are further understaffed for the loads that they carry, and it is simply a case of too much work for too few hands to carry. To exacerbate the problems, the courts are notoriously archaic in their methods of dealing with paperwork, in that the large number of courts are notoriously dealing with paperwork in that they still rely on physical paper file being held by an office within each building. Documents required to be present in the files are physically filed at the court, and the court personnel are required to place such physical document in the said appropriate file. When dealing with a load of files in the millions, this is simply not workable, and it seems obvious that files and documents will go missing without much negligence being involved. House Chair, where the state fails, South African citizens seek alternatives and provide the services that the state is supposed to provide with taxpayers' money. Many legal practitioners have now taken to favoring alternative dispute resolutions mechanisms, such as the mediation, rather than traditional litigation. In fact, even the rules of court make it mandatory for litigants to consider mediation, seemingly to activate or to alleviate the case loads of the court. Unfortunately, there are some cases that are simply too contentious to be mediated, and many of these get stuck for many years before getting a day in court. Private prosecution is further more commonly used than ever before, and although the right to private prosecution is not absolute, the right arises when the state has declined to prosecute, which is more commonly the case. All of this with after-tax money, Honourable House Chair and Minister, as it is the case with education, healthcare, community safety, and electricity, amongst others. South Africans have to determine their own destiny when the state failed with after-tax money. The state of affairs is not sustainable, and an urgent solution should be found, either with a new dispensation or a new government. Thank you, House Chair.